So we will start our next topic, that is Hindu law. The word Hindu used to be an ethnic label and not a religious one. First the Persians and then the Greeks used the expression Hindu. Means we have adopted the Hindu law system. So this word Hindu is not a religious word. Firstly, Persian has used this word, then the Greek person has used this word to refer एक group of people को indicate करने के लिए अपने हिंदू वर्ड को डोनेट किया. In the 13th century, the word Hindu was more widely used to distinguish them from the Islamic kingdom within India. Means you have divided the community into two parts. First one is Hindu and second one is Muslim, Islamic. Later on, the expression Hinduism was used during the British rule in the 19th century to refer to the Hindu religious culture groups as distinct from Christianity and Islam. Later on, आपने हिंदू वर्ड को Christianity और इस्लाम से भी अलग कर दिया in the 19th century. For since Hinduism has largely developed a term that embraces the varied belief, practice, religious tradition among the Hindus that have common historical formation, including philosophical base. उसी के बाद से after 19th century, when you divide the Christianity in another group, Islam in another group, Islamic in another group, then you derive Hinduism for particular group of people who practice a common law system, who practice in common belief, those are having common belief, common religions, that community is denoted as Hinduism. Given the historical basis on term Hindu law will be varied understanding. इसलिए इसको समझने के लिए it has been divided into three parts. Hindu law is divided into three parts. At that time, some have understood Hindu law to include the diverse law prevalent in the Hindu क्या है उस टाइम पीरियड में until 1772. हिंदू वर्ड का क्या मीनिंग था at that time. After the 1772, what the meaning of the Hindu law will be there. Then after 1772, after another period, what the Hindu law meanings will be there. So accordingly, the Hindu law is divided into three parts. First one is classical Hindu law, second one is Anglo-Hindu law, third one is modern Hindu law. So the main topic is that Hindu law is divided into three parts. First one is classical Hindu law, which is from the period 1772 until 1772, means till 1772, that period is known as classical Hindu law, where the legal practice connected with the Vedic tradition and some way existing from the Vedic time. The British adopted the rules of administration of justice in Bengal at that time. Second period is Anglo-Hindu law, which is divided into 1772 to 1947, where classical Hindu law was during the British rule. जब Britishers आ गए थे, मतलब firstly Bengal period is there, secondly British period is there. Third one is modern Hindu law, which is covered just now, which is going on just now. That British adopted the modern law system or English legal system, replaced the existing law legal system, Indian law, except from family और personal law को छोड़कर, like marriages, inheritance, succession of property, इन सब को छोड़कर आपने जो मॉडर्न हिंदू लॉ को अपनाया है, मीन्स ये तो है आपके हिंदू लॉ के सिस्टम को आपने फॉलो अप किया है, बिकॉज हिंदू लॉ इज देयर, पर्टिकुलरली हिंदू लॉ इज देयर. सो इन सब को छोड़कर आपने मॉडर्न हिंदू लॉ इज अडॉप्टेड फ्रॉम द इंग्लिश लीगल सिस्टम. सो वी विल रीड दिस थ्री टॉपिक्स इन डिटेल. First one is classical Hindu law. So to understand the classical Hindu law, it will be helpful to relate law as we understand it today. इसको अच्छे समझने के लिए हमें classical Hindu law को relate करना पड़ेगा from the modern Hindu law. The basic arrangement for the present day modern law in a democratic country like India is elected representatives in the parliament create law which is enforced, put into practice through the state through its agencies such as executive and judiciary. So basically just now in the modern Indian law, parliament and we are making the law system through the parliament, where legislature will make the law executive will execute that law, and judiciary will command that law. So when the lawmaker creates law, they are based on the certain schemes of value of morality, पॉलिटिक्स, हिस्ट्री एंड सोसाइटी. लेजिस्लेचर ने जब लॉ सिस्टम बनाया तो उसने क्या देख के बनाया? दिस 4 थिंग्स और समथिंग मोर ऑल्सो, है ना. तो मॉरलिटी को देखा, पॉलिटिक्स को देखा, हिस्ट्री को देखा. सो इन कंपैरिजन फ्रॉम द क्लासिकल हिंदू लॉ, एट दैट टाइम a peculiar legal system is followed, a unique arrangement of law and politely with the unique schemes of value. उस टाइम पे ना कस्टम्स को इम्पोर्टेंस देते थे, कस्टम के अकॉर्डिंग रूल्स और रेगुलेशंस बनाते थे, लॉ सिस्टम को डेवलप करते थे. Although the classical Hindu law was based on religion, as with the scholars of Vedas playing a central role. In reality, it was decentralized, diverse in practice, different between the communities based on location, vocational groups like merchants group, military groups अलग होते थे, temple group अलग होते थे. So classical Hindu law को अगर हम compare करते हैं from today, तो at that time, just now, legislature is a law making body. They were making law by saying the morality, politics, and history and society. But in the classical Hindu law, they are saying to set up the law system, they were saying dharma, religions, caste, customs, क्या होगा उसके अकॉर्डिंग they will set the law system. So under the classical Hindu law, we will study 3 topics. First one is dharma, second one is how the sources of the dharma will be created, third one is dharma shastra. Okay, first topic, dharma is a Sanskrit means which means litigious, duty, law. So dharma is wider in meaning than what we understand as law today. Dharma consists of both legal duties and religious duties. It not only includes law and court procedure, but also a wide range of human activities like rituals, purifications, personal hygiene, raising, modes of dresses. Dharma provides the principal guidance by which one endures to live his life. Dharma क्या था? It is taken from the Sanskrit word that is righteous, duty, law. आपका धर्म क्या बोलता है? हाउ वी आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग लॉ टुडे. आपका धर्म क्या बोलता है? वी हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट अवर पेरेंट्स, वी हैव टू रिस्पेक्ट अवर एल्डर्स. हस्बैंड विल रिस्पेक्ट हिज वाइफ एंड वाइफ विल रिस्पेक्ट हर हस्बैंड. सो दैट इज धर्म, दैट इज देयर ड्यूटीज. So accordingly the Hindu law will be decided at that time, at the ancient time. How purification you are, hygiene, कैसे आप अच्छे से कर सकते हो, how you are dressing up, what type of dresses you are using, that is your dharma. Whether you are using suits, so you are creating a Punjabi community. If you are wearing a sari, you are creating a Marwadi culture. So this is what your dharma is. So accordingly, till 1772, your law system will be depend on dharma. Clear? And this dharma sources, ये धर्म का सोर्स क्या था, कहाँ से इस धर्म को आपने ओरिजिनेट किया था? तो that terms will be originated from 3 sources. First source is Vedas, second Smriti, third one is Acharan. So first source is Vedas, which means it is again divided into Rigved, Samved, Yajurved, Atharved. How the hymns will be there, faces, rituals will be there. So at that time you will decide it. First source आपका हिंदू लॉ को डिसाइड करने का, धर्म आपका क्या होगा, अकॉर्डिंगली दिस यू विल डिसाइड. सेकेंड सोर्स स्मृति, रिमेंबर, आपको जो याद है अकॉर्डिंगली लॉ विल बी सेट इट आउट. लाइक they will be humanly authored by the written book like Ramayana, Mahabharata is there, Dharma Shastra, religious texts will be there, Upanishads will be there, scholars will be there, their knowledge will be there. So accordingly the law will be decided according to this Smriti. So law is dependent on the Veda, Ved के ऊपर डिपेंड है, स्मृति के ऊपर डिपेंड, एंड लॉ विल बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन the Smriti, which is 18 texts which is teaches to others, and these texts are considered to be authentic because they are believed to include duties, practice and source of the Vedas, and they are accepted, transmitted to humans who know the Vedas. So a connection is between the Veda and Smriti will be there. Books के बीच में जो connection होता है, आप read करते हो books को, जो authentative है, आज की डेट में भी आपको वो मिल जाएगा कि हाँ उस टाइम पे ह्यूमन लॉ सिस्टम कैसा होता था, हाउ दे विल डिसाइडेड देयर लॉ सिस्टम. थर्ड, हाउ दे विल डिसाइड आपका करेक्टर कैसा था, how your action in the society, how you are living in the society, what behavior you are having. So accordingly law will be decided at that classical Hindu law. So which means customary law, customs which are norms of the communities, groups. Just like Smriti, action finds its authority by virtue on the connection with the Vedas. And this it is also connected with the Vedas, where both Vedas and Smriti are silent on issues. A learned person who knows the Vedas can consider the norms of the community as dharma and perform it. So this way, the Vedic connection is made between the Ved and Achra becomes authoritative. Means जो भी आपको याद हो, जो भी आपकी स्मृति है, जो भी आपने लर्न किया है अपनी लाइफ में, आपने कैसे बिहेव किया है, that will be your Achra. So accordingly, there are three sources of dharma. First one is Vedas, second one is Smriti, third one is Achra. Clear?